are you ready to start a rebellion? A cause that we believe in to destroy the oppressive empire that reigns across the galaxy, spreading fear to all that oppose it. That is correct, folks. We're playing Hera Syndulla from Star Wars Rebels. Now, I don't know the timeline. I don't know if Mon Mothma and the rebellion at the time of Star Wars Rebels was happening. I think Saw Gerrera might have been, but I'm not sure, like, if the rebellion itself that we see, like, in Rogue One and then on episodes 4, 5, and 6 was, like, what it was at the time of Star Wars Rebels. I think Rebels is supposed to be pre the rebellion, because I know they're hunting, like, the A-Wing, the B-Wing, the Y-Wing. They go and steal Y-Wings. But yes, Hera Syndulla is a Set 1 rare leader. Now, she didn't make much of a splash in Set 1, but Set 4 did give us a few new Spectre cards. Now, we are running her with a very unique base, the Lake Country. This is an unaspected base, so it's just blank, just like unaspected cards you can play in the game that don't require you to run a specific color. So, because we're running the Lake Country, the only aspects we have are green and white, or you have command and heroic, so meaning that anything that we would play out of aspect would cost us 2 more. But Hera actually gives us quite an ability. On her front side, she can ignore the aspect penalty on Spectre cards you play. This is the same for her backside, but on the Awakened side, when she goes epic at 6, she's able to give experience tokens to people. So, the majority of our deck is running around the Spectre archetype. All of the characters from Spectre, that being the Ghost, the Phantom, then you have the main characters of Rebel, Hera herself, Kanan, her husband, boyfriend, whatever it was. They didn't last very long. I won't spoil the series. It's been out by now, but Kanan does die. Ezra, Chopper, Sabine. At one point in time, they'll probably give us maybe Ahsoka, because she was tied with the Spectres because she did start early in the rebellion. And then we will get, like, the guy who traded the Empire. I forget his name. But yes, he may come out as a Spectre as well. But yes, so we are using all of the Spectre cards in the game, and then a few cards that are in our aspect altogether. So, for the rest of the deck, we have Triple Chopper. While you control another Spectre unit, we will control another Spectre unit. He just gains Raid 1, and on attack, discard a card from the defending player's deck if it's an event, exhaust a resource that player controls. 3 Battlefield Marine, because we do actually have the aspects here of green, white. Triple Hera Syndulla from Set 4. This is the new pilot Hera that she can play as a unit and give Restore, or she can attach to or she can pilot something and then give it Restore. Restore 1. She's a 2/3, 2/3. Triple Sabine Wren. Again, while you have at least 3 aspects among other friendly units, this unit can't be attacked. Again, that's very nice. We're not really worried about that because we'll have yellow, we'll have green, we'll have blue. So we actually do have Sabine's ability here because of all the different aspects throughout the Spectres. And then on attack, you deal 1 damage to defender or to base. Ezra Bridger, just 3 of him. When this unit completes an attack, look at the top card of your deck. You may play it, discard it, or leave it on top of your deck. Triple Sundari Peacekeeper. We're in kind of this era where starships are going to be probably the meta, so a little bit of ground control is needed. Like, spamming ground control right now is really good because, again, our opponent's going to be in this space. So I'm using him as the Raid 2 and also as a Restore 2 to kind of help keep us alive in the long game. Triple Kanan Jarrus. On attack, you may discard 1 card from the dependent player deck for each other friendly Spectre unit. We're going to be running a lot of Spectre units, so we may be discarding more than just 1, because back in the day, this guy just ran in blue heroic decks all the time because of the fact he just discarded 1 card. And then heal 1 damage to your base for each different aspect among the discarded cards. Triple Sabine Wren from Set 3. While this unit is exhausted, she can't be attacked unless she gains Sentinel. On attack, you may discard a card from your deck. If it doesn't share an aspect with your base, deal 2 damage to the ground unit. Which, this actually will come up a lot because our aspect is nothing. We don't have an aspect on our base. Double Chewbacca, the new Chewbacca from the starter set, the Han starter set. So he's a 5/6 if you play him as a unit. This unit can't be defeated or returned to the hand by enemy card abilities, and then you can pilot him for 3. For 3 basically, and then heroic. Attached unit gains. This unit can't be defeated or returned by hand to the hand by enemy card abilities. So basically, he just protects the unit altogether, which is very nice. And then finally, the double Zeb Orellis. When this unit completes an attack, if the defender was defeated, you may deal 4 damage to a ground unit. For our air, we're running triple blue leader. He has ambush, and then when played, you may pay 2. If you do, move this unit to the ground arena and give it to experience zone. So we can decide to move it to ground and then ambush, or we could ambush and then go to ground. Double Phantom 2. He has grit and an action by paying 1 if this card is a unit. If this card is a unit, attach it as an upgrade to the ghost. No longer a unit, defeats all upgrades on it and removes all damage from it. So basically, we could just move it straight into the ghost, which is what it does. It docks on the back of the ghost. And then attach unit gates +3/+3 and grit, which is really nice. Double Sabine's Masterpiece from this set, the rare from this set that a lot of people are going to be hunting down. On attack, if you control a blue unit, you heal 2 damage to your base. A green unit, give an experience token to a unit. A red unit, deal 1 damage to a base. And a yellow unit, exhaust or ready a resource. We're practically going to get all of these because of the fact that all of our Spectres are in every single aspect. Triple Bright Hope to be a sentinel, and then we can jump something back to our hand to draw a card. Triple of the new legendary ghost. Each other Spectre unit gains its keywords, so every other Spectre unit, so it gains its keywords, so while this unit is upgraded, it gains a sentinel. So this is really nice, meaning that all Spectres gain sentinel. And then finally, we're running one of the original ghosts from set 1. It has a shield on it, and when played on attack, you may give a shield token to another Spectre unit, just to protect them. Finally, for our events, we're running a lot of Rebels in this set, so Rebel Assault, so we can do a lot of attacking. Remember, you attack with 1 Rebel, get a +0/+1, and then immediately after that, you follow up with another attack with a Rebel unit, giving you +1/+0. Triple that is not the card I wanted. What this should actually be, so we actually don't play Spark of Hope, we play Spark of Rebellion, which is a Spectre card, event card, which again ignores the aspect penalty. We look at our opponent's hand and we discard a card from it. So that is the correct card we're playing, and then we're doing double U-Wing Assault to search the top 10 cards of our deck for up to 3 units with a bind cost of 7 or less, which again, that's pretty easy for us. We have a lot of little weenies. And then you just play them all. Just play them all for free. I mean, look at all of this. We can play all of this or all of that for free, which is pretty nice. For a 7 cost, but nonetheless, that is the Hera deck that we're going to try out. So let's jump to Carabas and see how well we do. Alright, everybody, it's time to go. We won the great almighty coin flip. Here, we're going to give ourselves initiative. We got Mr. Jabba the Hutt. So we got Jabba Red over here. So Jabba action, you can choose to give a unit a bounty next time that unit plays a cost system. So he's basically giving out bounties for the phase, and all that. So anyways, looking at our hand, I think we opened 𝐒𝐲𝐾. Not exactly great. I kind of want maybe like Sabine as a first turn play, because we really don't have much with Hera. I rather like attach Hera to this ghost. We're gonna mulligan. Let's see if we can't get Sabine. Hey, ask and you shall receive a Sabine. Okay, let's go this Sabine. We do have a ship which Hera can attach to, which is actually pretty nice. Let's see. Again, she does have the Spectre archetype. It's right down there. Rebel, Twaylink, Spectre pilot. I think honestly the Battlefield Marine can go. The big question is, what do we start to our first turn? We have like Spark of Rebellion. I think honestly our first turn needs to be Sabine. Because again, we need to start the Sabine damage threshold. Oh, this is Tarkintown, not just red. So it's Jabba Tarkintown. Okay. The Jabba leader does look pretty neat. He's from Shadows of the Galaxy, which is the set and where we got all the bounty stuff. So he's going to bring out a good old-fashioned Death Star Trooper. We could bring out blue. No, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with blue leader. We can bring out blue leader, we won't be able to play to bring him into the ground, which actually isn't bad, because then we could attach Hera as a pilot on him, which actually isn't bad, all that. So he tapped 1. So he only paid 1 to bring the Death Star Trooper outright, because it's a 1 cost. And then he could still tap him to give me a bounty, but again, it's kind of pointless. But next turn, he's definitely going to do it. That's the problem. Next turn, he definitely does it. Don't think we need double Hera. So that is going to be the problem here, that we're going to have to probably forgate it, or basically give up Sabine this turn to this. Actually, no, because on attack, so we swing first at it, then we trigger the effect of Sabine. Because timing-wise, we should be able to go Sabine's ability first. Because if we target the base, we actually have to hit the base with the attack. Typically, that's what I've seen before. So our opponent hits the regrouping. Okay. So, if we don't attack and kill off this Stormtrooper, he's just going to tap Jabba the Hutt, give me the bounty, and because of the effect of the bounty, he can play a unit this turn at 1 less. So he could drop a 4-drop on my head for 3. So I think, honestly, I could have actually dealt the damage there. That was, well, you know, I guess for so long I played that I had to actually go after whatever it was, but, well, that's my bad. Oh, well, I mean, that we had to do it. We had to get off the Death Star Trooper. That was like the one thing we had to do. We can't just let that live there, especially with Jabba the Hutt's ability. I don't need him dropping a 4-drop on my head on turn 3. Again, no real point in bringing out Hera just yet. And by the way, he's the exact same thing on his opposite side as well. And he's a 212, by the way, so he's like chonky. Okay, so he brought in an eager... okay. This does say I can deal 1 damage to the defender or to a base. Oh, I get it. Okay, so I can either damage the defender, which I'm attacking. So I guess we could ambush to kill this. It does kill off Blue Leader, because that's a 4. Or we could take a look at his hand and rip a card. Either way, he's taking the initiative this turn. I just don't get that choice of claiming it. So honestly, I think we just ambush and knock this out, just so that I don't have to worry about him having a space unit over there. Because either way, if I was going to go Spark or Rebellion, I still have 1 up, but it doesn't matter. We pass on that one. And then we don't do anything. Don't think I want to try to get rid of this ghost. The Bright Hope is nice, because at least we can put Hera on a Bright Hope. Oh man, this is actually getting kind of tough. Spark is really nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Spark. Because we can go Bright Hope this turn. Like, we could go swing Sabine into something, trigger effect, and then... Well, no, we have to be cautious. Tarkintown. If this was just a normal red base, I wouldn't have cared, but this is Tarkintown. Tarkintown can kill Sabine. Okay, so... That's not horrible. I don't think I really care that that's over there. So we'll swing and deal 3 damage to the base. Bright Hope's a 2/6. So he triggered Jabba to target, I guess, Sabine. Oh, he put on the Outlaw. Why? Was he thinking I was going to hit it? No, we're not going to spin Sabine back in my hand. Alright, so we're still 2 resource away. Where did he put that on that? Because he's not dying. Yeah. Kanan Jarrus, huh? Well, we finally found Kanan Jarrus. By the way, that means we mill 2 on these attacks. Rebel Assault actually could be pretty useful here. Because we could go... Well, no, because then... Well, yeah, because we could attach Hera. Hera gives out 4. And then we bump up to 5/5. I really don't think I see use for that one. The problem is Tarkintown deals 3 damage, this deals 3 damage, so we'd have to attach Hera immediately to ensure we don't just get obliterated off the face of the earth. Okay, We're going to play Hera as a pilot and attach her to the Bright Hope. Hera comes out next turn. Our resources were kind of hard. Maybe it would have been better too. We'll swing. We're definitely not. We'll swing. Yeah, we're definitely not doing that one either. Oh, he just claimed straight out. Okay. All right. This comes out pretty well, but it has to be piloted. Or it has to have the Phantom 2 attached to it, and we don't have either right now. I don't think we need another Sabine because we basically kill this Sabine off if we have another Sabine out. Hera does get to come out this turn. So he has Tarkintown, which you could trigger, but the problem is I have like a massive 4/9 now, Bright Hope. So Tarkintown can't kill the Sentinel Bright Hope off. We can drop. Oh no, it's Chewie! Okay, does this give it Spectre? I don't know, like, how piloting, what if piloting gives certain things, because we can go Ghost, and then, yeah, okay, so Hera attached as a pilot is not considered to have, that's so annoying. There is Chewie. Not that we really play anything that can, like, kill off something. By the way, he's, oh, he didn't charge this turn. What? I guess he's going to send, so he swung 2 at me. Okay, I'm a little confused on that one. We could do this. We can give to another unique unit. Again, uniques meaning that we have to have the stars. Most of our stuff is unique in our deck, so we'll play out the Hera. Again, we're not afraid of, like, Jabba the Hutt. He's burned all his resources here. This is more scary now that with this Corona Outlaw is running around over here. It's hilarious. The whole aspect is that this can't, because Hera isn't actually a Spectre, because we're attached to that's hilarious. I guess that's true, because technically she's a pilot, so technically the unit is actually the Bright Hope. So he applied to Sabine the effect. We'll do this. We'll give an experience token there. He passed. Okay, Sabine to damage the base. Oh, he claimed. Okay. I mean, I don't know how he gets out of this one. I really don't think we need Zeb. He doesn't have, like, ambush or anything. So, yeah, we can do that. It sucks. I mean, like, the Spectre can't do anything. This Ghost can't do anything because we're missing, like, a item to attach to it. We're missing the Hera driver, which we have one over here. We haven't seen a Phantom 2. I still don't see how this Jabba player is winning. I mean, I don't know why he's not swinging this. He could have swung this. I mean, this is 6 damage on this 10. You don't die here. And you missed a whole charge last turn. So it's interesting. Okay, so unlicensed headhunter, sabotage. Okay, well, unfortunately, this just wins us the game. All right, that won. Well, there we go, folks. It's pretty much just a best of 1 series. I mean, was that the best deck we're going to play in the format? Of course not. Boba Fett is really good right now. Luke is really good right now. But heck, we did kind of see it. I mean, the ability to just spam out your Spectres and then, like, do a bunch of stuff and put a Hera on a big, like, beat stick like this and then pump up the beat stick with the Hera leader actually isn't that bad. But yeah, I think it's a pretty neat deck. I don't think it's going to be, like, top in the meta or anything like that. But if you have, like, a fun little local scene you want to take this to, I think you can take games very easy because of all the Spectres. Because of the fact that this deck has all the Spectres, has a lot of different things it can do. It has a nuisances like in Sabine. We didn't even show off Sabine's masterpiece. I mean, this is a nuisance of a card depending on everything we got out on the board. I mean, we didn't really rip cards out of our hands. We didn't see 𝐒𝐓𝐃 Assault. I mean, we didn't see, like, Chopper or anything. Like, I think this deck can take wins very easy if your opponent underestimates it. I still think there's very different builds you can do with it right now. I think what is the difference, in my opinion, for the builds is really your non-Spectre units. Like, Chewbacca, these Sunduri Peacekeeper, Battlefield Marine. I feel like everyone's going to be playing Battlefield Marine because it's a 3/3 on a 2-drop. I mean, Blue Leader, are you going to play more of this old ghost and this ghost? I mean, do you play the Bright Hope? Do you play something else? I saw people playing Timely Intervention. So, I mean, I think there's still a lot of playability with Hera. Right now, it's like you got to play all the Spectres because that's like this name of the game is to play all the Spectres. And after that, after you put in all your Spectre cards, you kind of playing around with what else you kind of want to do. Do you want to do like Echo-based Defender? Do you want to do like Sundari Peacekeeper, Chewbacca? Like what other things? Like I've seen some deck plays 3 Zeb, one deck plays 1 Zeb. So it's kind of interesting just how the deck's really going to play out. We'll need some more time to see where this deck goes, but I think really the main core of this is you take your Spectre core, everybody that has Spectre on it, and then you just kind of smash a couple of other non-Spectre cards within the aspects of green, white. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on the Hera deck. Are you guys kind of hyped to play Hera? I have a friend who's actually kind of hyped to play Hera. I think it's a really cool, neat deck, the strategy that we just have the Lake Country, and then we can just like play now more Spectres. So hopefully we get some more Spectres, really make this Hera leader really strong. Maybe she becomes that fringe, weird leader that can take games in like PQs and worlds and stuff. But as like a fun little locals deck, I think it's a lot of fun. You got the cards and you got the new stuff from set 4. I mean, the only really things you need from like set 4 of the rare like Sabine's Masterpiece, the Ghost Legendary, which even you could run this at 2. I would say run it at 3, but you could do a 2-2 split, 2 of the old Spectre, 2 of the new Spectre, if you wanted to. But yeah, I think there's really a lot of playability with the everything. I think it's a really fun deck, and all of that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.